Right. I think we're good to go ahead and start here. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. I'm not a professor, and you can call me Nap. And welcome to a surprise stream of 2 Point Museum. I have to say, they apparently, since the last time we played, like did like a little like Halloween like special update thing, and the music that's playing right now is actually very fitting for my decorations. That's really good. That's funny. But yeah, hope everybody's having a good weekend so far. Um, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to stream today. Basically what happened was I told myself like, okay, I had some like, chores and like IRL stuff I had to do, and I was like, if I get all of that done by a certain time, I'll stream today. And turns out I was able to do that. Got all my stuff done and uh basically decided, you know what? Let's go ahead and stream. I want to go ahead and chill and play this game. Um because I haven't played it probably since last week, and they have some new like Halloween stuff going on right now. So I want to go ahead and get that. Including the music that's playing right now. um and let's see. I'm trying to think. I don't think there's anything else. No other updates really since last stream where we looked at 100-year-old newspapers for ghost stories, which I think was a really fun stream. I think that went really well. Um, I had a lot of fun reading them and discovering these things with everybody. And yeah, so I think with that, honestly, let's just go ahead and let's just jump into the game. Continue working on Smithsonian 2. I wonder, is the Halloween music going to continue in the game as well, or is it just going to... I'm not sure. All right, let me go ahead and go to the game screen. All right. 2-Point Museum. Smithsonian 2, let's go. Okay.
Sir Nigel Bickleworth on 2-Point Radio. Welcome in for a full and regular show.
All
I'm
right.
Sir Nigel
So,
Bickleworth, and
hold on,
this
let me actually put
is
something in the chat real
2-Point
quick.
Radio. I have requested shortened proceedings to attend the re-thatching of my hen hatch. But no matter. Who cares about my feelings and my love of all things thatched? Not my employers, that's for sure.
Some of you don't know what botany means, but you're in the right place. Announcement. An exhibit needs restoring. Typical.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of a consistent thing at this point. Let me go ahead and pin that message. All right. So, this is right. This is where we left off. Oh, okay. So, ignore how dumb everything looks here. I'm actually think I'm going to go ahead and just kind of take all that out. Because... Well, let me get that restored because that looks pretty bad.
If you're unable to find a donation stand,
okay.
Feel free to give your money directly to me.
Because we got everything from the space exhibit, but there was something I wanted to check real quick because of the special Halloween stuff that they're doing. I think it was this, right? Yeah, this is a limited thing. So I want to actually do this real quick. Yeah, I want to do this because these are like special limited edition things for the for our ghost museum. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, there we go. And just that one person, we got rid of all of those things. All right, XP, and go.
Exhibits are living things, but some
And we'll
of
see
ours
what
are
we get
right
out of
on
that.
the edge. Exhibit requires restoration. It really is a shambles.
Okay.
Attention. The expedition team are leaving now. Please say goodbye and good riddance.
So while they're doing that, I'm gonna pick up all these things. I'm gonna just pick up everything. Because we gotta make all of this look right. So, here's the thing. The way that the space stuff works is that it all has to be within a certain like area of each other. Specifically like all of this, all the anomaly stuff. The space, like some of these other things don't really like all the cheese stuff and stuff like that, but basically what I want to do is I want to get all the anomaly stuff down and then just have it so that everything is... Oh god, not the toilet people. Okay, hold on. Why right now? I feel like that always happens whenever I start. The dang toilet people. Okay, so hold on. I gotta put this here. I gotta put... Where is it? Okay, yeah, that one's fine there. I gotta put... I gotta put this one here. And I gotta put... Oh, wait, do I just have it in my I think I just have it in my inventory. That's right. Where is it? I have so much stuff in here now. There it is. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's hit normal speed.
Not this again.
And we'll see. We'll see if any of them go off. And see if we can catch any of these toilet criminals. And that's what we need. That's what we need to focus on right now. So there isn't it's not going to be one of those situations where there's like a giant crowd around them. Come on. Let's see. Oh.
Disinterested guests are reminded that not everything has
Okay,
to
that's
be
just a regular
about
thief. That's not one of the toilet people. That's not one of the toilet thieves. Okay, yes, we got that. I'll get that in a second once all the toilet stuff is done. There is a possibility they would come out of these toilets, but There's nothing there here for them to steal. And plus, if they go into any of the other, once they come out of go through this thing, they're going to be exposed.
And I'm still here, against my will, dancing like a monkey to 2-Point Radio's sweet corporate tune. Isn't this nice? Let's do something radio-y. Play the music.
Yeah, still.
Attention. Thieves have been prevented from escaping.
Yeah, because that thief wasn't the thief we're looking for. That was a different thief. Right? Did they steal something? I hope they didn't. I hope they didn't steal anything. That makes me nervous that, like, that they did steal something.
Medical attention. Thank you.
Okay then, I guess it's fine. I guess it's fine. Jeez. Alright. Let's go ahead and put this one... Or what? It was over here. This one is back in the inventory. One goes back here. And yeah, that's it. That's all I had to move. Okay. Anyway, so back to what we were doing here. Basically what, now that we're done with dealing with that. Oh yeah, so what did we get? What did we get? Ooh, flying broomstick. So nothing says basic like a fly grade broom with optional cat. All right. Let's place that somewhere for now. I think for now, I want to put them. I want to put these ones like along this wall because there's nothing over here. Let's put that there. And then I'll put, just for now. And then, yeah, just so that way there's something there for now.
Announcement. There's no one in the camera room. This is your chance.
Okay. So then let's do another expedition. Let's just do a bunch of expeditions here, honestly.
Please
All right.
join me in saying farewell to the expedition team. They may never come back.
All right. Now.
Please welcome the collector to the museum. Happy shopping.
Let's go ahead and let's put... Let's figure out how this is going to go. So like I said, we have all the anomaly stuff. I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to take all the anomaly stuff out and just like put it down. And just see how it goes. We're going to need like a lot of like kind of Venn diagramming to make this work. And possibly more of these celestial things. The base teleporter. Anomaly. Oh god. What's up? Why do you need a dilemma resolved? He's about to carry away a person's artifact. An opportunistic salesman appears to nowhere from nowhere to offer them an upgrade. Laugh at the offer. Oh god dang it. Yeah, he just punched me in the face? I mean, I guess I didn't think it was actually going to be good.
When learning about
Come on.
life norms.
Hold on, wait. What is this one? Oh, that one's only good. Hold on.
Attention, spirit exhibits are in low spirits.
We got that one. And then we got... Wait, this is the big one.
Announcement. The museum has a new exhibit.
Okay.
We don't know what it is yet.
You really don't. It really could be anything.
Thieves were caught before they could escape with an exhibit. That was a close one.
Okay, let's see. The rock satellite. Do I have the drop platform out already? No, it doesn't look like it.
Are there any more of those crackers? The dry ones? Yeah, the dry ones.
Did somebody say cheese?
No, I don't think so.
Cheesy comments.
Oh.
Better than what you were already talking about.
Wait, let me put this one out, because this is the...
Someone is stuck in the museum. They may need dislodging.
This is the better one. Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
Attention. Botany exhibits need water to maintain their ongoing existence.
You also need that one out.
Thank you.
God, there are so many things. Another one just in case. I might have to send out like some extra exhibitions to like make sure, you know, things are properly taken care of.
Expert required to restore exhibit. You're the expert.
That's you, buddy. Restore that thing. Yeah, we got the space ball. Okay. And then celestial cell. So once I have everything out, I can like actually like figure out how I want to organize this.
Curator to open crate, please.
I'm working on it. Don't worry. Do I already have a star cannon? I don't think so.
Caring for plants is never easy. We do make it look difficult.
Is that everything? Okay, no, we got a table. And we'll see if we need another one of those. Okay, I think this is all of them. All these other things can just be...
Announcement. Stolen exhibit has been retrieved from thieves.
like this anomaly
No one
totem.
takes our stuff.
Let's go ahead and let's put that. Let's put that in there because we already have one out. Then in the meantime, yeah, I think we got the galactic bulb, we got the space ball. Yeah, that's everything. Sweet. Okay, so this is everything. How do I want to organize this? I want to make this like whole kind of like back area. Like the focus being these things.
Guests are prepared for certain levels of monotony, but they're not prepared for this.
Because then I also want these front areas here to be like where we're going to put all this other stuff. I want one area to be like all the frogborn stuff, another area to be all like the cheese stuff, another area to be like the space stuff. You know, stuff like that. Okay. So let's put this. I want that to basically be in the center.
Gift shop requires an assistant. You work in retail now.
There we go.
Analysis complete. Our collective knowledge has increased.
No, that's... Let's go ahead and do that on this one.
Announcement. Our collection of space exhibits is being inspected.
I mean, don't look at it right now. It's not good. Okay, so hold on. What are the things that it needs for this one?
Sir Nigel Bickleworth on 2 Point Radio. The return of an old segment now, Agony Answers, where I dedicate a small portion of my expansive brain box to solve your problems for
Let's
you.
see.
Here's
So that's
one from
that
Joni
one.
Fergelman. And it seems that in lieu of a problem or question,
It's that
Joni has
one.
attached the user manual to some kind of chest freezer.
Okay, so
Nice
this
try,
needs to be
Joni.
next to it.
Radio is a tough business. I'm sure you'd do much better next time if we gave you the chance. Sadly, you
Maybe
will
if we put that
of
one
course,
there.
be blacklisted. You blew it.
So that one has to be near it. It's not that one. Not that one. This one has to be near it. And what's the third one? Is that... So this one is the last one that we need.
Attention. Donation stands are full of money and unable
Was
to
that this
hold
one?
more.
No. It's not this one. Hold on.
Botany
Is that
exhibits
it?
are living things,
No.
but some of ours are right on the edge.
Wait, which one is it? Oh, it's this one. Okay. Okay. I think that's where...
Announcement. Analysis complete.
all those are going to
Learn
go.
anything good?
Okay, hold on. Actually, before we do that, let's figure out what we got here. Ooh, a potion cauldron. Okay. Let's do another expedition here and just kind of keep going. Let's do a survey scanner here, actually, so that way we can get better stuff quickly. Let's go ahead and let's put this other thing... let's put this other thing here.
Assistant to restock gift shop.
There we go.
Please and
Potion.
thank you.
Again, just putting them here kind of just like temporarily. Okay.
Thieves were caught before they could escape with an exhibit. That was a close one.
Being right there. Yeah, what if we do it where like... wait, why do I have both of these out? This one
Attention. Guests
needs to
being recalled
go
are reminded
be
to
analyzed.
that.
There we go.
Guests are stuck in the museum. Someone should probably help them.
No, what if we put this one up here? This one like down here. Actually, wait, which ones need
The
this?
expedition team have returned. We now know more about wherever they went.
Okay, let's see what we got. Sentient scarecrow. Clothed hay that knows what's going on, whether there's a crow around and probably a few other things that hay usually doesn't know. All right. So we got all of those. We got all of them, but I do want to, because like I said, they're a limited time thing, I do want to try and get like the best version of them. Let's go ahead and let's do another. Do another expedition. We'll use another survey scanner.
To gift shop.
And then we'll also build a few more survey scanners.
The expedition team are departing
Get that
now.
ready.
I'm always so glad that I don't have to go.
Okay. No.
Hi, hello, goodbye. You've been listening to a full-length show, as defined in my contract, on 2 Point
Dear God,
Radio.
look at that monthly
Are
profit
you
going
happy
down.
now?
Jesus.
I sincerely hope so. What?
Uh,
Breaking news! We're learning that the thatching was delayed due to boisterous gusts, meaning I can still catch the last batch of thatch
okay.
going on the hatch.
No, I will not sell my exhibit.
Analysis complete. Our collective knowledge has increased.
All right. So we'll see how that does. Okay. I just gotta figure out which ones. Okay. So this one doesn't need any of those. This one doesn't need any of those. That one does need those. That one needs one. That one needs ones. Those ones needs ones. What if... Okay, what if we do this? Some of these do need two.
The museum's scientific facilities are
What
not
if...
open to guest inquiries. Figure it out yourself.
Okay, this one, that one, this one's too far away. Okay, yeah, this is basically just like a giant puzzle now. Trying to figure out what needs what.
The gift shop. The tat won't sell itself.
What does this one need? Oh, that one needs another triangle. We put it here. There we go. Looks like it's all those going.
Unauthorized time travel is
Hmm. Wait, so for that one to go, I need... Which one's the triangle one? Which one's the triangle one? It's not this one, right? No. Hold on. Am I missing one?
Guests waiting to buy a ticket are asked to bear with us indefinitely.
Oh, that's the triangle one.
Caring for plants is never easy, but we do make it look difficult.
Hmm.
They say madness is doing the same thing again and again and expecting different results. But did you really expect different results? Stay safe, stay sane, stay the course. Vote WinSock. Some things never change.
Hmm. I love seeing how like my museum score is going up and down during all this. My museum level. It just keeps because I'm keep changing like and changing the buzz of like all these different things. This one. Okay, so it's the triangle one. Yeah, that one's good. That one's good.
Is someone going to open that crate? Just say.
I'll get to it. Hold on. Honestly, I forgot it was there. Okay, so this one is also only still great. Okay, hold on. Let's go ahead then and let's... Oh, did I not build an analysis room in here? I didn't. Ah. What if I put it here? There has to be at least one spooky person who can leave this zone, even though I've assigned them mostly almost only to that zone. Um...
Staff should seek medical attention in the
okay.
museum before going to a hospital.
Let's do another... Let's do another survey scanner.
Good luck to our team departing on an expedition.
Let's see how that
I'm
goes.
sure you'll need it.
How about we change it this way? How about we have it so that everything is actually in like the front area here?
Announcement. Guests stuck in
And
the
have it like
museum
where
should wait for help
this is actually in the back. Again, I'm just moving things like just generally for now. I'm not trying to make it like line up super nice and super... What the heck did I just pick up? Huh. Does anything over here need a triangle? No. Okay, this one needs a triangle. That one needs a triangle too.
Gift shop requires an assistant. You work in retail now.
Does this one need again? Okay, that one also needs double triangle. I switch these around.
Staff requires
No, it's not close enough.
Not this again.
Do I still have... Oh, wait, I might have... I do have another one of these. Okay, so now that one's going. Okay, so now that one's going.
Attention. Guests feeling bored are reminded that they're not all that.
This one have to go over here.
Spirit exhibits are feeling unhappy. Don't upset the dead.
Wait, we got a crate. Okay, we got an epic one now. Yeah, we don't have a spirit person who can do this. Hold on, let me go to my staff list real quick. Where are my ghosts? There are my ghosts. Okay, they can pretty much all do analysis room.
Staff in need of medical attention. Thank you.
I think I just need to turn off one of their modes, or one of their, like, manage zone things. Oh yeah, I'll do you. There we go. You'll be unassigned, and hopefully now you'll do that analysis when you're done healing yourself.
Assistant to the cafe. That's where you work now.
All right. Was this? This is everything now, right? Okay. Well, this doesn't really look great. Um,
Announcement. Analysis complete. Learn anything good?
let's do another analysis of that stuff real quick. Where is a security guard? Hold on. Need a security guard. I hope that's the thing that they stole, so that way we can get it back.
Announcement. Staff in need of medical attention.
There we go. Whew.
Thank you.
Good, because that's such a pain. This one is such a pain to get back.
Attention. Thieves have been prevented from escaping.
That one is so annoying to get back. Okay. Anyway, we were looking at this, so that way, that one, I think it was that one, right? Yep, okay, so we want to put this one out. And we'll put the other one. The other one in there.
Tickets are for sale at the ticket booth.
Okay, now, how are we going to work with this? I mean, they're all going, which is good. That's what we want.
Hi, I'm Hayley Von Trowell, and you're listening to Digging Deeper, where we delve into the world of archaeology, science, the unexplained, and otherworldly cattle. In today's show, are we on the brink of discovering a new species? We are, according to Professor Carly Cauliflower Jones from the Institute of Undereducation, and author of books such as Flora and Fauna of Flower Boxes and The Evolution of the Evolution Theory, both available in obscure bookshops throughout Two Point County. More on that later.
Move this
But
a little bit more
first,
this
here's
way.
something to get you in the mood.
And then if we move this one like a little bit more this. No, it's just... Okay, so that's as far as that one can go.
Analysis complete.
Let's see.
Our collective knowledge has increased.
Yeah, what else? Yeah, we're not making as much money, but we'll get there. Once we get this museum all up and running, we should totally be back to making a pretty good profit. Okay. Can I spread some of these out? Here, what if we...
Attention. Spirit
is that one of the ones that didn't heat? Ooh. Good to see you. Welcome on in. We are currently trying to work on our space museum. We are currently... I got all the stuff for the space museum. I got all that kind of figured out. But the thing with the space stuff, especially all this stuff, is that they all have to be within like a certain range of each other in order to like, so that way they can all like turn on and like be activated. And it's a process of trying to figure out what's the best way to do this. Because there are some that are like need, like I said, that need to be near each other in order to properly work. Basically, yeah, it is basically a puzzle. But just kind of slowly trying to figure that. Just like, I mean, I'm just happy that we got everything.
Yes, a reminder that our understanding of the universe will keep being wrong.
Wait, I need to get this one going in, and it needs to be okay. It needs to be near this. What does this one need to be near? Okay, that one just needs to be near. What if... switch this here. But now it's not... now it's not close enough to the triangles. Oh, this is tough. An idea. What if I try to get another... because I don't think I have one. What if I try to get another triangle?
Guests are reminded that alien exhibits are normal to someone.
Reminds me of a Zelda-esque kind of puzzle. I mean, I could see... I've actually... you know what's funny? I've actually never played a Zelda game. I've watched... the closest I've gotten to playing a Zelda game is watching... Game Grumps compilations of their Zelda playthroughs. That is literally the most I know about Zelda is from watching some of those, and like that's it. It's an idea that I had, and I don't know if I'd ever like actually do it. Okay, yeah, so let's go here and let's see if we can get another triangle. Let's just go speed, because we don't really care about the survey level. Something that I've thought about I've had this idea for years, but it would take so much time and effort to do, but I think it would be really cool and interesting. Would be, because I haven't played Zelda games, I would try to play the games in order of the Zelda timeline, because I know there's a timeline. And the whole point of it is kind of that's like kind of convoluted. I would want to see if I could play all the games in timeline order and see if I could even see a connection. I don't know. I just think that would be really... but that would take so long to go through all of those games. It would take so much time and effort, and I'd have to find a way because I don't have a Switch. So I'd have to like get a Switch and like find ways to like stream some of those games. Dungeons have relatively intricate puzzles. Don't take Aaron's playthrough as a map for Zelda. but he doesn't find the easy. Oh no, I know. Trust me, I've watched.
Exhibits.
God, how long have I been?
Editors can.
How long have I've been watching Game Grumps since like 2014? Yeah. Hey, look at that. It's exactly what I needed. Oh wow, and it's a good quality one.
Expedition team returning from outer space.
Oh really? You're an OG? Yeah. I mean, I haven't watching them as much recently. I kind of fell out like a little bit. Um, but I've currently, I mean, mostly it's just because I just don't have as much time as I used to. But I'm currently watching their Until Dawn playthrough. Because that game, God, Until Dawn is like. Oh yeah, yeah. Look at that. Until Dawn, yeah. Until Dawn is like I don't even know how to describe it. It's so it's one of those things that like the writing and the character like the writing is so bad. It's so cringy, like but that's what makes it like kind of good. Like you just laugh at it basically because it's so ridiculous. And God, they make some of the characters so unlikable. Also, it's great. Like I did not realize, like when I first saw that game come out, like in 2015, I didn't realize that that one guy was Rami Malek. Like I didn't really know who Rami Malek was at the time. Um, I didn't know who Rami Malek was until I saw Bohemian Rhapsody. Um, and so it was crazy going back to like seeing that game again and like looking. It's like, wait, they got Rami Malek for this. He's an Oscar winner now. I think he won the Oscar. He at least won the Golden Globe, I think, for Bohemian Rhapsody. But yeah, which is like crazy.
Botany exhibits should not be turned into meaningful salads.
Okay. Yeah, when I first saw Until Dawn, when the first playthrough started coming out, like back in like what was that, 2015? The thing that like got me was the guy, and I don't know the actor's name. I think the character's name is Mike. I only knew him at the time because he's in the first few seasons of Agents of Shield, of the TV show Agents of Shield, and my mom and I were like really big into watching that show at the time. So it was crazy seeing. So he was the one I was paying attention to because I was like, oh, because he was the only person that I recognized. Um.
Assistant to gift shop. Sell, sell, sell.
Let's see. Now that we got another one of these, we have 2 triangles here because we need 2 triangles for which one? Okay, not for that one. Which ones do we need 2 triangles for? Is it this one? What are the things?
Botany exhibits are living things, but some of ours are
Where was the thing that had 2? I could have sworn there was something here that had like 2 triangles. Oh, it was this. Okay, so maybe if I can now put this more over here. And then... Oh, this also needs a triangle.
expert needed to restore exhibit. Thank you.
That one needs triangle, and this one, does it need something over here? Which one is that one? I just knew Rami Malek as the Until Dawn guy until his movies that show started blowing up. New Malek guy from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. 2. Hayden Patrice from Remember. Okay, I haven't seen Remember the Titans. You know what? Who else I discovered Rami Malek was recently, and it blew my mind because I had no idea it was him. Rami Malek is the Pharaoh in the Night at the Museum movies. And again, that was something else that I went back to it and like saw that, and I was like, that like blew my mind. Specifically in the first one, where like he like comes out. So it's like, oh my god, I've actually known him like since I was a kid. Yeah, did I just blow your mind, Cottagecore? Yeah, he's the Pharaoh in the Ninth Museum Muse. Okay, wait, so what does this one need? Okay, that one needs...
Well, keep imagining. Oh,
what if I put it...
Jumbo Museum.
Here?
The museum for big spenders.
Okay, so that one's good.
Vandals. Caught vandalizing.
Okay, that one needs...
We stopped them, obviously.
Okay, so this one needs to actually be maybe more over here. Does this one need... Okay, that one needs a circle. That one needs those. What if I switch... Hold on, just... I put this here. Okay, that one still turns on. If you've never watched or played The Quarry, I highly recommend. It even has a movie option in the game menu if you just want to watch it instead of playing it. Okay, I don't think I saw The Quarry. I think I've seen just like clips of it from like other people playing it. And
There's money in it for you.
I think I'm trying to think who I've seen the Man of Medan. I think I only saw the Game Grumps play that one. I'm trying to think what else, but yeah, I've seen the Man of Medan. I haven't seen the Quarry. Also, they made the Until Dawn movie. I remember, like, was that last year? Yeah, that was, or was that this year? I don't remember, but I heard it was just not that good. It was just mid. Especially because it has, like, nothing to do with the games. Like, they completely changed the plot.
We would sell more tickets if someone worked in the ticket booth. Sadly, I can't.
Okay, Quarry is like Until Dawn, made by the same company. Okay, the Dark Anthology series is what the Man of Medan is part of. Okay, that's what I wasn't 100% sure if Man of Medan and the Quarry were part of the anthology. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, I refused. I mean, I wasn't going to watch it anyway because I actually don't like horror. I'm too much of a baby when it comes to horror, so I can't... I can't do that. Let's see. Let's see. The triangles... Got all the symbols. My mind is just like it's like blending all the symbols together. So, oh yeah, so the Until Dawn thing is this is my relationship with horror. This is my honestly how I like my relationship with horror. I like the lore. I like the stories behind it and stuff like that, but I hate being jump scared. I hate gore. Like I yeah, I don't like that like tense feeling of like feeling scared, but I like the story. So like the way that I've consumed like horror movies, honestly, a lot of them is I watch the YouTube channel Dead Meat. Where they like censor a lot of the stuff and everything, and they don't do like the jump scares and stuff. So that way I can like, still get an idea of like what the story is. Also, like, I don't know what... Yeah. We gotta stop having the same YouTube watch. Honestly, I haven't watched them in a while, but like... But it's very... Like, but I also love that he talks about on Dead Meat is I love how he talks about like behind the scenes stuff, because I love learning about like how movies are made and like the behind the scenes. Like when I was a kid, there were some movies where it's like I watched the special features of the DVD more than probably the actual movie. Like I had the special features for like the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. I watched those a ton. The Harry Potter movies, I watched those a ton. The Sam Raimi, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies. Like, yeah, all of those. I just love learning about like behind the scenes and like how they do stuff. Which is something that I feel like is... I'm trying to think what was... Oh, another one that I watched a ton, and this is a really random one. And I don't know if anybody remembers this movie. There was like a mid-2000s live action Peter Pan movie that came out in like the mid-2000s. Oh, Vandal. Where is our security guard? No. Okay. Where is my security guard? Here, I don't know what you're doing, but I'll just grab you. And where was he? Oh shoot. I lost him. What room was he in? Oh, right here. There we go. All right. Calling out one of your favorite movies. That's crazy. Like, that's a movie. It's like, I have not seen it since I was like, probably like 10 or 11. So, but I had the DVD of it. And so I have no idea if it like holds up at all. But that was the version of Peter Pan that I knew growing up. I never watched the animated one, like the Disney animated one. That was the version of Peter Pan that I knew. But that DVD had really awesome special features talking about like the sets that they made and how they did like the flying effects and all that kind of stuff. I just thought it was like so cool at the time. But it's a movie I feel like that like everybody has forgotten about. Comparatively. It holds up as well as Peter Pan telling that includes Tiger Lily. I mean, okay, yeah, that's fair. I mean, I don't know. I feel like the animated version, because I have seen the animated version now, like as an adult, and like I don't know, there are some parts of that are really just oof. But yeah, that was a movie that's a movie that I watch the special. Again, I probably watch the special features of that one more than I watch the actual movie. um, which is why I really, I really am glad that I feel like people. I'm trying to think. I love Peter Pan all the versions. I literally have Lost Boy tattooed on my knuckles. Dang, that's crazy. That's awesome.
How neat is that?
Hello.
That's pretty neat.
Hello, Techno. Welcome on in. Welcome on in, everybody. Hello. I'm not a professor, but you can call me Nap. Hold on. Let me do the shout out thing here. Welcome on in. What were you guys doing? Let's see. Oh, you were playing. I don't even know how to pronounce that. You're getting super managerial. Wow, I have Lixion. Lixion? Is that how you say it? I've actually never heard of that game before. What's it about? But yeah, so to all the raiders, hello everybody. I'm not a professor, but you can call me Nap. I am a history and museum streamer. Today we're playing 2 Point Museum, and I'm currently trying to build a museum where I'm calling it Smithsonian 2, where every single museum building is a different theme that's available here. We're currently working on our space one, trying to do that. And also, I work in a museum in real life. So it's fun kind of like, playing this game and talking about how this game kind of compares to real museums. And while it's obviously this is more like silly and cartoony, it's just, there are some things that are kind of similar. I also do on majority of my streams are actually it's what's it called? It's a manage a city spaceship and you try to survive. Oh, interesting. That sounds cool. I might look into that. Because like I said, is it new? Because I've never heard of that game. But hope you had a great time, Techno. And if you have to raid and run, I completely understand. But if you want to stick around, that you're welcome to. Yeah. We are trying to kind of get this organized. It's a few years out. I think the Steam sale is on. Oh, okay, hey, that's good to know. I'll have to look into that. I'll see how that is. Honestly, this playing 2 Point Museum has kind of made me interested in maybe some more like managerial games because I've never really played them before. But this is definitely something that I want to maybe like look more into, like similar games.
Did you know that so far
But
this year,
yeah.
2 Point County has saved 1.6
Let's see. What was I saying?
Power through renewable energy sources.
What were we talking about before? Oh, we were talking about like movies and like behind the scenes stuff. It was like, oh, I was going to say how I'm happy that nowadays people are finally starting to realize that like physical media is the way to go. Because it's compared to like because like I feel like a few years ago, back when like everything was when there was just Netflix and maybe Amazon Prime, like it made sense to have like just that, because literally everything was on Netflix. But now that everything is like, being split up, like in between like all these different streaming services, people are finally, yeah, exactly. Physical media is making a comeback. And I'm hoping with physical media making a comeback that they're gonna start doing more like special features and like behind the scenes on like Blu-rays and stuff like that is gonna be more common again. Because I feel like in like the 2000s that was like a huge thing with like those movies that we just don't really see anymore. Let's see.
Frequently asked questions. The museum cannot provide
Yeah, I know. It is great that physical media is coming back. I mean, I feel like it started with like vinyl. Like once vinyl kind of started to come back as like kind of a retro thing, but now I think it's like people are starting to realize that, like, with Spotify and stuff like that, it's like, oh, I can just, there's a chance that I could just like lose all of this like forever. So I always, because I've worked with like digital preservation and like the museum field and stuff, and just from what I know about that, if there is a movie or a TV show or music, something that you like really love, get a physical copy of it. Don't rely on it just being on a streaming service. Let's see if we put that here. Is that not close enough?
Assistant needed in the gift shop.
What if we...
The tat won't sell itself.
There we go. Okay, so that's close enough now. Is this close enough for... There we go. Okay, okay. It's coming along.
Announcement. Our collection of science exhibits is being inspected.
Let's see. Yeah, you're right, CottageCore. Yeah, buying new media on vinyl is making a hell of a... I think this is like a few years ago, but I remember reading a thing that, like, for the first time in like decades, vinyl outsold like CDs, like in that year, which is crazy to think about. Because I think vinyl is like, in terms of like actual like preservation, vinyl is the better option especially compared to like cassettes. Cassettes and VHS tapes are very fragile. And we're still kind of trying to figure out, like, CDs and DVDs. They're still new enough that, like, I think as of right now, the expected lifespan of like a CD or DVD in just average conditions is about 30 to 40 years, I think. But I think in terms of like music, I think vinyl is kind of like the best way. Maybe it will happen again this year. I think she did release it on... Didn't she release vinyls of like her... I don't know anything about Taylor Swift. I just know that apparently her most recent album, people are kind of meh about it. But, I don't know. I have no opinion. I haven't heard it, and I don't really listen to her music, so...
Spirit exhibits are feeling unhappy.
Okay, so all of these are going right now. Let's see. Can we move this, like, down here? Okay. Can we move this maybe, like, over a little bit here? And can we move this more, like, down here? I want to move things, like, so that they're, like, far away enough from each other that it doesn't feel, like, too crowded. Oh, wait, what if I put this... Yeah, put that there. What if we move this?
Why is that?
Let's see. There are 8 different versions of Life of a Show available on vinyl. That's why I said... Oh, that's right, yeah. People are collecting them all like Pokemon. Jeez, that is crazy.
Under this ceaseless sun, the vegetation thrives, but everything we have has
So
spoiled.
1.334 million copies on vinyl in its first week.
Of legend and lamb chops, with
Jeez.
even bigger stakes.
That is crazy. Yeah, I mean, that's what... I mean, people will collect anything nowadays. That's like the money-making glitch right now.
Age-old enemies will
Just, you know,
meet again.
make something, like, make multiple copies of the same thing, and then... Or just, like,
You can't
limited
stop it
versions,
this time.
and boom, instant money.
Meat Wizard and the rotten beef, coming eventually to the Bungle Button Master.
Can I put this, like,
Will
here?
games be
Okay.
happening?
Can I maybe move this one? Can I switch these two, maybe? Okay. Move this here and then turn it like this way. Okay. She alone might break the vinyl record for the year. I mean, honestly, that's... If anybody would do it, it would probably be her.
Announcement. Staff in need of medical
Okay,
attention.
let's spread these out a little bit so that it looks a little bit nicer. Hold on. Are each of these... Let's see. Okay, yes, that's that, that's that. Okay. Yeah, she's definitely a smart businesswoman. That's how... I mean, to do... Yeah. She's definitely... I mean, with how much money she's made, like, it doesn't surprise me. She definitely knows what she's doing. Oh, yes, these museum exhibitions, yes, they are getting very abstract. This is our space museum that we're currently working on. And yeah, and how it works right now, just as Cottagecore said, these are all like, they all like influence each other, and they all need to be within like a certain radius of each other to like turn on. So it's very just...
Collectors are reminded that they don't have to buy something, but you probably will.
Let's see. Let's see if I can kind of, again, like kind of spread these out a little bit more. So that they're not like too crowded. Oh, nope, too far. Okay, so that has to be like right, that has to be within that distance of this one. And what about this one? Oh, no, that's also too far.
Staff should seek medical attention in the museum before going to a hospital.
Okay. Alright, so I think that's how it's gonna have to look. It's not the prettiest thing ever and the most like aligned thing, but I think just with how complicated all of this is, I think it's just the best we can do. Maybe like line some of these things up a little bit. Maybe turn some of them. Oh, hold on. Do we... Okay, we have a thief. Where is our security guard? Where is our security guard? I'm just gonna grab you. There we go. Yeah, each museum really has its own mechanic. That was kind of how... Because I'm doing it all on one map here, but when you play the campaign of this... When you play the campaign of this game, each type of museum has its own map. So, yeah, and so each one is, like, played... Has a different mechanic that you have to loot, yeah, have to learn and everything.
Stolen exhibit has been retrieved from thieves.
And yeah, this is a big one. I mean, this is just kind of the basic map. But when I played the campaign with this map, I think I only opened like I used this space and like this space, and like that's it. Those are the only things that I did. When I played the campaign version of this map. And now I'm using this map in like this, because this is sandbox mode. And now I'm using the sandbox mode version of it to unlock all the areas, open up like all the buildings and stuff like that, and just get everything way more organized. And then there's also there's this plot over here that I haven't even opened yet. Or these two, actually, there's two. There's still these two plots over here that I can still open up.
Announcement. We're currently not taking donations. Not as many as we could. Donation stands are full.
And yeah, it's all under one management. So this is all technically, this is all one museum, which is why I called this one Smithsonian too. Because it's like the Smithsonian Institute where like they have multiple museums under one management. Yeah, you'll like, okay, yeah, I'll definitely look into that then. And yes, like Hardcore said, yes, there are thieves that will sneak into the toilets. Why do I even say anything? Oh boy, okay. Wow, that timing. Okay. All right. Time to go into security measure. Speaking of thieves coming in through the toilets. Oh wait, no. I gotta move this one. Okay, so that one has to go there, and this one goes up here. Oh, whoops, nope, didn't mean to do that. This one has to go here. And oh yeah, I need to make another one for... Now that we actually have stuff in this museum, I need to make another one for here, for these toilets. Because now we actually have stuff in here that they would want to steal. The good news, though, is that actually this is a test in itself, because if one of these things goes away, all of this, like, shuts down. So that's actually, like, kind of like an alarm in and of itself. All right. Okay, yeah, we'll do this real quick. Oh, it takes her one thief to ruin all the toilets. Yes. All it takes is one thief. They actually showed up earlier. Which is interesting because, like, there's another thief that's like the ground moles. It's like they like dig in. They're literally like mole people that like dig in through like random spots in the ground. And they're way harder because like oh, okay. Here we go. There's one over here. So these things are like little alarms. So one of these guys here, oh god, there's so many. One of these people here is a thief in disguise. The problem is that there's a lot of them. Okay, these guys are all queuing for the drinking fountain. I think it might be this guy. I think it's this guy. Because he's not in line for... Because these people are all in line for the water. He's a scientist person. He got his dream visit. Yeah, okay. I think it's that person. Let's see how it goes. Wait, did it not? Why is it not revealing them? Oh, aha! Gotcha! Slippery little snake. Can't outsmart me. Alright. There we go. Arrest him. Alright. Yeah, thank you. I've kind of figured out that, like,
Stolen exhibit has been retrieved.
the way that it works is that, like, you can kind of tell. You can kind of tell because they don't have any, like, negative qualities compared to some of the other people around. Ooh,
Harrison Wolf.
who's this guy?
Radio. You're dialed in to
Because I think there's still one more.
I'm Harrison Wolf. Or am I? Things aren't always as they seem, or how they sound. Why don't you think about what
There's
you
still
know
one more.
and what you can trust while you listen to this next song?
And this guy... I don't trust him. I don't trust him. Oh, nope, I was wrong. Sorry. I didn't mean to... Oh, I made him mad. Well, we lost a customer. Well, you can't... They're not all going to be winners. Okay, I think that's everything. I think that's everybody.
We apologize for the insufficient number of information stands. I'll update when we have more information.
Okay. Let's see.
Caring for plants is never easy.
Okay, I think we're good.
Look difficult.
I think that's all of them. So let's move this. Let's move this back here. Move this one back here. I'll put this one back in the inventory. And I think I need to make another one. I'm going to make another one real quick, so that way we now have one for our science exhibit.
Attention. Donation stands are full of money and unable to hold more.
Okay. Alright, so now that these are all... I think I'm basically going to leave it like this. Like I said, it's not perfect in terms of like how things are lined up, but I think that's kind of how I have to leave it because of just... Maybe I can move things like... so that things are a little bit more lined up. Let's see.
Interested guests are reminded that not everything has to be a party, okay?
Okay. Move this one like a little bit this way. There we go. Okay. I think that looks all right. Yeah. All right, so let's put up some information and donation stands now. So we can actually start making money off of this stuff. There we go. And then put one here, one here, one here, one here, one here. I think all these are good now. Yeah. All right. Now, I want to enclose this in like a room. So let's build a wall. So what I think I want to do is have it where... Oh yeah, I wanted to put a cafeteria in here too. Maybe put like... Maybe like have it where like... This is the like main hallway.
Do I sound the same to you? Well, here's the story. I was kind of sick over the weekend, feeling a little dizzy, experiencing
Hold on, let me just put a
headaches,
door.
producing much
Where's
more
the
light
science
than usual.
door?
Doc told
Space
me
archway,
I
there we go.
had lightheadedness. Next thing you know, they're unscrewing my head, replacing it with a new one. Still feeling out if they got the right model.
Put something there too. Okay, and then let me just move that down a little bit, and let's put another wall. Oop. Oops, wrong. Switch that up. Okay. So this is how I want to split this up. I think this is like, oh god, is this doing this for like all of the exhibits that I accidentally blocked off? Oh god. Okay. Ooh, Jesus. Okay, so what I want to do is make it so that this let's see, because we have I think we have three different themes for like other exhibits. We have the cheese stuff from the cheese planets, we have just the space stuff, then we have all the space stuff, and then the frogborn stuff.
A thief has stolen an
What?
exhibit. I never liked that one anyway.
Oh, dang it. How did... come on. No. How do they get that? That's one of the... And that's one of the, like, limited edition things. Alright, I've got to go get another limited edition Scarecrow. Jesus. Hey, no problem, Kotar. Hey, don't ever feel like you have to... I'm not keeping you captive here. You don't have to stick around. I understand if you have to step away for things. So that's no problem at all. Okay, I gotta go back to the Netherworld, and I gotta get another Scarecrow. Ugh.
Security guard to empty donation stand.
Let's
There's money in
see.
it for you.
God. Do I not have... Oh, I probably don't have any... Do I not have any cameras right there?
Attention. The expedition team are leaving now. Please say goodbye.
Hold on.
Good riddance.
You sound like a pissed necromancer. Gotta go back to the underworld. Ugh. I know. Only things that make sense in this type of game. Hold on. I'm gonna put some cameras... There. So we have some more protection. Jeez. Okay. So anyway, back to this.
Assistant to gift shop. Sell, sell, sell.
Okay, so I think I want to have, before I was interrupted, I want to have, because we have the cheese stuff, we have the space stuff, and the frogborn stuff. So I think what I want to do...
Excuse the exhibit that requires restoration. I'm pretending it's not there.
I think what I want to do... Which one of these areas? Okay, hold on. Maybe what if I... Okay, I'm thinking I split this area in half in between the frogborn and the mole people. And then have this be like the space stuff. Because let's see actually how much of each thing we have. First, let me put a door in here. Just so that way the game doesn't freak out when I start placing things and nobody can reach them. Okay, so we got the space rock.
Attention. Donation stands are full of money and unable to hold more.
Space rock, the moon boot. Space car bed. Space scooter. Space mower. Space teleporter. I think this is actually going to work out. Bottled spaceship.
Honey, the heating's broken again.
Before you buy a new boiler, stop.
Suspended space rock.
Pumpatron 6000 heat pump instead.
Okay, hold on. Okay, did we get a scarecrow? There we go. Alright, and at least it's epic. I don't think the one that got stolen was epic.
The more you pump, the more you feel
Yep.
the burn.
Nope.
Double bonus.
Where is...
The Pumpatron
Negative.
6000. You'll get so warm pumping it up, you won't even have to turn it on.
Expedition team returning from Netherworld.
Dang it. I was hoping maybe you could still analyze it even though it was stolen, but I guess not. Okay, so then let's sell. It's crazy that you can still sell it for some money even though it was technically stolen. Use the theft as an opportunity to get a better version. Exactly, yeah. Basically a tax write-off at that point. You get the insurance money. Yeah. Do that. Alright. I just realized this person's last name is Kunk. And that just... I've only seen clips of her, but that just reminds me of the... Oh god, I'm blanking on her first name, but like the British lady who like goes and like does interviews with like actual like scientists and specialists and just says the most ridiculous stuff. I love those videos. They're really good. Let's see. Okay, what else did I have here? Is that all the space stuff? Yes. Okay. And I'm going to use this opportunity to analyze that. Let's see. Yeah, I forget what they're called, Cottage. I forget her name. It's something Kunk is like her last name. And she goes and just does like ridiculous like interviews. Hello, Onion Helmet. Welcome on in. Good to see you. Hope you're having a good day today. But yeah, it's God, I'm blanking on her first name. Something Kunk, which I don't think is her real name. I think it's just like a made up name. And she'll ask like leading scientists, like just like, oh god, what's the one? I'm trying to think of like one of the ones that she says. Isn't it like, yes, there you go. Thank you, Onion Helmet. You got it. Yeah. Philomena Kunk. Yes. Her stuff is really funny. She like, yeah, does like actual interviews with like historians and like scientists and will ask the most like it kind of reminds me of like something you'd see like on like Adult Swim, kind of. But it's British. And that just makes it funnier, honestly, I think.
Vandals caught vandalizing. We stopped them, obviously.
Okay, so now let's see. Yeah, and what makes it really good, honestly, the humor is that the like the professionals, they have no idea that that's what she's gonna do, and so it's just really funny watching like their face and just like them trying to figure out how to answer the question in like a professional manner. Yeah, there's clips of it all over YouTube. So, oh, we got a crate. Open crate. Ooh, is this a... Look at that, a pristine broom. All right. Normally, I wouldn't care about this kind of stuff of like getting like the pristines and like increasing all of the stuff on these, but these three things right here are special limited edition things that they're doing in 2 Point Museum for Halloween. So after this, they won't be around anymore. So I actually do want to like get the highest level versions of them and increase the education on them while I can.
Guests are reminded that science makes conclusions based on observations. It really does make sense.
Let's see. Yeah, and as far as I know, this is the this is the first time I've seen them do like a limited edition thing.
Please join me in saying farewell to the expedition.
So I don't know if they're gonna do them for like other events or other things.
Attention.
Okay, yeah, so those are gonna be in there.
To maintain their ongoing existence. Thank you.
Let's see. Okay, so let's put all the cheese stuff down next. Cheese press. And then, okay, then all that. Okay, now we have all the Frogborn stuff. I think we'll put all the Frogborn stuff in here.
Security guard to empty donation stand. There's money in it for you.
Harrison Wolf, 2-Point Radio. We're back on 2-Point Radio. Whoever
And
we
then-
are. You're listening to the recently
Right,
removed
this one.
and more recently replaced face of Harrison Wolf. I'm supposed to read something from a listener now, but the paper looks blank. Must be my new eyes. Those mad
Okay, that's fine,
scientists
that's
can
fine.
take
Let's
my
put-
words, but they can't silence my voice.
Okay, we gotta work on that. I don't know why I still have the starfish. I don't really need that anymore. And I'm gonna put this in there. Okay. So that should be everything. Let's see. That got that, got that. Then there's also these. What if I put... Okay, I'll put the close encounter in here. And then I'll put
Cafe requires assistance.
the frog leg one in here too. Okay. Have you played any games developed and published by Paradox Interactive? No. Oh, well, you'd have to list the actual games maybe, because like I don't... The name of the company doesn't sound super familiar.
Announcement. Analysis complete.
Okay, what do we get here? There we go, okay. Top quality potion cauldron.
Learn anything good?
Okay. Potion cauldron. Oh! Hey, look at that! We don't really... None of this stuff really matters, but... Because we're in the sandbox mode, but... Europa Universalis and Victoria are two... No, I've never heard of those. What kind of games are they?
Gift shop requires restocking.
Okay.
There's nothing to buy.
I think I also might need to hire more space people because we're gonna need more
Attention.
for
Spirit
this.
exhibits are in low spirits.
Oh, map painting games. Okay, so like manage countries to put... Yes, okay, those types of games. Okay. Now that I think about it, yes, Victoria does sound familiar now in that aspect. Okay, yeah, no, I haven't really played any of those types of games. Because aren't they kind of more like military strategy kind of games. Like they're or real-time strategy RTS games. Because I've like RTS games, like I'm not like super like, let's see. Hey, hello, Wayward Bard. Thank you. What, you bonk and then just run away and lurk? How dare you? Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, though. Oh, wait, yeah, I think, hold on. I forgot to mention, we do have, you can use channel points to do positive and negative and random museum events. I forgot to mention that at the beginning of the stream, and it should be connected, hopefully. But yeah, you can use channel points to influence how the stream goes, or how the museum goes. Okay.
Announcement. We're currently not taking donations. Not as many as we could.
Let's see.
Donation
Hey, look at that.
standards are full.
Everybody gets XP. Thank you so much, Cottage Core. Look at that. I mean, a lot of mine are like... Okay, so let's hire. And then... let's hire. All right. So now we have more people to help take care of all this stuff. Okay. So now we gotta figure out how I want to organize this.
False alarm. There are two sides to every story and every piece
Okay, hold on.
of paper.
Before you leave,
Question was on the back.
analyze
Sorry
that.
about that, Michelle.
There you go.
I can read you loud and clear. Let's see.
So hold on. Okay,
I
so does
don't
this have
a
max? Okay, that has
question,
max.
but could you put a blank
That's going to
piece
have the
of
max
paper on
of that
Harrison's
soon.
desk?
And this just needs...
See what happens.
Okay, so we just need one more...
Pretty
Well, we need to
freaky.
get like a higher
Hope you
quality of
got
the...
what you wanted. That's our show,
So if we just get
folks.
another...
Time to
Actually, no, wait, hold on. I'll wait until this analysis is done.
The camera room is currently
So that way we have
Don't do
more...
anything funny.
enough... what's it called? We have enough people...
Analysis complete. Our collective knowledge has increased.
That way we have enough, like, ghost people in here, like, working on things, and that way our ghosts don't get upset. Okay.
Announcement. Guests stuck in the museum should wait for help indefinitely.
Here, let's actually move this to, like, here. And let's put... Okay, now let's put... let's just put one of these in here. Okay. And now let's do another expedition here. So hopefully we can get a pristine of the Scarecrow, and then we'll be good. Oh, what? Oh, shoot. Okay. Well, I mean, we don't need to have somebody. I mean, it helps, but... Here, we'll do that. All right, go.
Should seek medical attention in the museum before going to a hospital.
So let's put that there. Let's move this. Move that over. Let's put... Okay, I got it. let's put... Let's pause. Let's pause time real quick. Put a wall here and a staff-only door here. And then let's put... Oh, wait, no, actually, wait. Let's move that over here. And then let's put a hallway. Let's put a hallway here. And we'll put another door here. Okay. And here, let's put this like right here. Okay, and I'm gonna... Okay, let's restart time again.
Restart gift shop.
And what we did before... So the reason why there's all this random stuff here is because in order to unlock a... in order to unlock like one of the places on the space map, I had to have a tour of at least 4 stars. And so I just put a bunch of random stuff down just to like try and make it work. Thankfully it did. What do you think about museums being free of charge or conversely charging a fee for entry? Okay, that's a good question, Onion Helmet. So I mean, I don't think there's anybody who would complain, especially from like a view or from a visitor standpoint, would complain if museums are free. The problem comes, honestly, for most places, the biggest thing that they need, some museums, they just need to charge money because of like, I mean, that's a revenue source. And while I will admit, for like the big museums, and I'm talking, oh God, hold on. Okay, I had this one before, and I laughed at the offer last time, and I got punched in the face. So I'm going to make a counter offer. Hey, look at that. So there we go. Made a counter offer, and it worked. But for like larger museums, say for example like the Met, entry fee is like a very small number of like, you know, of their like money. And you can most because museums are nonprofits, you can actually look at like, you know, they have their like tax records and everything online, so you know how much some of these museums are making and what they're spending money on. And museums, like a lot of museums, entry fee doesn't make up a large percentage of their like budget. Majority of it comes from donors, like donations and like big donors and stuff like that. But the smaller a museum is, the more important, honestly, it is that they do charge an entry fee, because that money is more valuable in that sense. Yeah, and exactly. Many smaller museums have made decisions based on surviving as a business. Yes. Oh, and there's a great story, or an example of what happens when you charge too much. And that was actually in Washington, D.C. There used to be a museum in Washington, D.C., and unfortunately, a few years ago, it closed. It was called the Newseum. And the Newseum is a museum that was dedicated all to, like, entirely dedicated to the history of, like, news and the press and stuff like that in the United States. Really awesome, really amazing museum. I was lucky to be able to go there before it closed. They had like a whole room that was this huge room that was filled with like drawers. And these drawers, when you pull them out, it would be a front page of a famous newspaper for a famous point in like America's history, going all the way back to like the 1600s and then like modern day. Um, they had great exhibits on like famous events that like press have been there for. Like they had like a huge piece and a watchtower from the Berlin Wall. They had a whole area dedicated to like, September 11th and like, stuff that happened up there. And they had a very, very crazy exhibit in the basement where it was it was with, involved with, I think it was with the FBI, like a collaboration that was on domestic terrorism. And they had like, for example, they had the Unabomber's cabin. Um, they had, like they had, I don't know if you guys, there was a like 10 years ago or more at this point, there was that guy who had a car who tried to like set off a car bomb in Times Square, but it didn't go off. They had the car from that in that exhibit. And because this is a press museum, they had it where they had like a timeline on one wall of like events that have like happened in like, US history related to like terrorism. And something had happened like a month or two before, and they updated the timeline to like have that thing. So it was just really cool and really interesting. Hey, Pirate, good to see you. Yes, it is. It's not Sunday, but I wanted to work on my museum. And yes, Codscore for how they fucked it up. So a few ways. One, they used to be located in a smaller facility in a different part of DC. Or were they in Virginia? I think it was actually in Virginia. But it was a smaller facility, and what happened was they built this new building and this brand new, from the ground up, new building, new facility, which is the version that I saw, and like I said, was amazing. It was so well done. However, they completely messed up just budgeting for it, and they basically spent too much money on building this new building. Just a very like that very much like kind of like a very simplified version of what happened. Basically, is that basically in the end what happened is they spent too much money building this brand new building, and that was already not great, and they weren't able to make their money back. Basically, actually, it wasn't a government organization. Pirate is a pirate. It was private. It was a private nonprofit. So it actually wasn't a government organization. It was just regular people being bad with money. But this is the other thing. I think if this museum was located in any other city, it would have survived. And what makes DC the worst case scenario for this is because they have so much competition with several other museums in the city. And a lot of those museums, like the Smithsonian and the National Gallery and stuff like that, are free. So that was like the two things, like the two main things, is that they spent too much money building this brand new facility, and they were located in a place that had so much competition and free competition. And yeah. And so they basically couldn't survive. They had to keep upping the price of the tickets in order to try and make some money back. But then that made the second part of that problem worse, where, they couldn't, where they wouldn't get enough people that way. Because, if you're with a family of like 4 and you're visiting DC, it's like, oh, do you want to go to, the several free museums located in this city, or do you want to go to the one they have to pay for? So long story short, like that's an example of like, where charging for museum, like where like, a museum charging so much for tickets kind of led to its downfall. But honestly, they were already kind of
Guests are stuck in the museum. Someone should probably help them.
Prime example of the paid art museum you showed us versus the free one on your. Oh, so that actually, so that yes, I know you're talking about Pirate. So the Frick and the Met, the Met actually isn't free. The difference is that it was more that the Frick and the Met were the same price. That was the issue. Whereas the Frick, I went through it in like, less than 2 hours. And the Met, you can spend like days in, honestly, if you really wanted to look at everything. And so that was the issue. It was like they were charging the same for a completely different experience. So yeah, you really, and it really just kind of comes down to, it just really kind of comes down to is like, who's your audience? Because honestly, I feel like if you're trying to appeal to like an art crowd, like the Frick is, you can probably get away with charging that much because you're advertising and you're appealing to that specific audience.
Botany exhibits are living things, but some of ours
The
are right on the
Oh, do you mean the
edge.
Natural History Museum in New York? No, the Natural History Museum. Most museums outside of DC, outside of Washington D.C., you have to pay for in the U.S. There are very few actually like kind of all entirely free museums. Like this, I mean, there's the Smithsonian, the National Gallery in DC. But outside of DC, I'm trying to think if there are like any free museums that I can think of. And honestly, I don't think I can think of any. Yes, and that is true, Cottagecore. I do. That is one of the perks of working in a museum is that, yes, I do get in for free to most museums. Or a discount. Sometimes it's not free. Sometimes it's just a discount, which honestly I'm still okay with. I'm not going to complain. Here, let's put this over here so that way we get a little bit of that. But yeah, but like the Frick, like I said, because they are more of like a high-end kind of like artsy, like art museum, and they're appealing to more of kind of like an upper class kind of like market. I might have gotten free because my university staff card, and technically the university was a museum. Okay, yeah, that's probably it. Oh, Vandal. You aren't getting away that easy. You're not going to vandalize anything on my watch. Where's my security guards? Oh, I forgot I have a crate on the helipad. Is the museum sector nepotistic? Ooh. I can't think of any examples directly off the top of my head of like in terms of like, I'm trying to think of like examples. I can't think of any example of like. I mean, I feel like there's nepotism in like any industry. Like, you're probably gonna find nepotism. Some are obviously it's more common than others. I can't think of any off the top of my head. In terms of like what like that is just like straight up like nepotism. The only maybe not so much in terms of like family, maybe in terms of like I can see nepotism more in terms of like friends. I think that's definitely more common in the museum field. Not so much like actual like family, but just like your friends or like people that you know. That's kind of what I think. Yes, you're right, cottagecore. Yes, 100%. Who you know matters more than who you're related to in the museum field. Yes. Yeah, networking is huge in the museum field, which, I mean, you could make the argument that, like, maybe that's a form of nepotism. A lot of museums, in terms of, like, if they're, like, getting, like, for, like, applying for, like, upper positions, they'll most of the time hire from within. It's more about just, like, getting into the museum in the first place. A lot of people know where I used to work for the Book of... Oh, the Book of Kells in the library room where the Harry Potter... Oh, yeah, I've been there in Dublin. Yeah, I'm blanking on what it's called. But yeah, where the Book of Kells is. Yes, I've seen it. I've been there twice, actually. Trinity College. Yes, thank you, Pirate. Yeah. That is... Yeah, oh, that's awesome that you got to work there. That's really cool.
You're listening to 2 Point Radio.
That's really, really awesome.
Smile on the face of your ears. Today, I'm Ricky Hawthorne, just like I was yesterday and all the days before. Join us for more shockingly
why did that go away?
consistent radio. After, all right, music. Nice
Just
one.
put some more doors in. If it was a few years ago, I might have been wandering around working. Yeah, okay. I was there... The first time I was there was May 2016. May 2016, and then like December 2019 were the 2 times that I went there. So hey, maybe you were working there in 2016. Wow, look at that. Who knows? We might have actually crossed paths back then. That's crazy. I was in college, so I was there on a college trip, so... Let's see. How do I want to organize this? I want to put a wall, I think, here. Did you visit the building with the ancient Irish deer fossils? I don't remember off the top of my head. That's not the archaeology museum, is it? Because I went to the archaeology museum in Dublin. I remember. But if that's at Trinity College, the only place I remember going to at Trinity College is the the library where the Book of Kells is. There was a fossil room in Trinity College. No, I didn't. I guess I didn't go there then.
Attention. It doesn't matter how hungry you are. Do not eat the exhibits.
Let's see. It's free entry and you can just walk into it. Ooh, that's good to know. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to go back to Dublin anytime soon. Because I'll admit, like, I've been to Dublin, like, no offense, especially to you pirates, you know, because it seems like you used to live there. I've been to Dublin twice now. And I feel like I've kind of seen everything. Like, I feel like I'm like, okay, I still want to go back to Ireland. Like, I would absolutely go back to Ireland to go into, like, the countryside and stuff like that and see other cities. But other than that, especially because, like, I don't drink, really, so... You hate Dublin now, it's become a concrete hell. Really? Wow. I mean, Dublin is still cool. I would still, like... I would still recommend it to people, you know? Like, everything except the fossil room. Yeah, that is true. Hey, I didn't know that was there. But yeah, it's I don't know. It's not somewhere where I'm like, it's not somewhere like it's not on the top of my list because like there are plenty of other places I want to go, new places I want to go. You know, my grandparents were surrounded by parks. Now it's tower blocks. It's one of those situations. I see. That sucks that they got rid of all that stuff. It always sucks when that happens in a city. Oh, there's a crate on the helipad. I completely forgot. Open crate. Oh, we don't need one of these. We wanted the scarecrow. We need a scarecrow.
The expedition team are departing now. I'm always so glad that
And mansions owned by Texans, strangely enough? Wow, that's... Huh. Dang, I didn't know Texans were moving to Ireland. Is it like the Americans who, like, brag all the time that they have Irish ancestry? Because I could totally see that being a thing. Okay, I think these two rooms look pretty good in terms of how it's like separated and organized.
It's time for the news, where
Now let's
Mayor
work on
Timothy
this
Winsome
one.
is supporting the county's knowledge rush, saying in their
Let's maybe
latest
put...
press conference, if people like museums, then I like them too. In fact, I've always liked them. Museums are probably one of my favorite things to like. Say what you like about the mayor, but she knows what people want to hear.
They had a work from home initiative for foreign educated workforce a few years ago, and a lot of Americans that were definitely 100% Irish moved. Oh yeah, that'll do it. Well, I think Italy is like trying to do something like that too, where they're like, I think they offer like Americans, like if you're a descendant from like in like Italian ancestors, you can apply for citizenship in Italy. I think, yeah, so I think Italy's kind of doing something a little similar. Okay, so hold on. Okay, let's see what we got. Got all these things. Oh yeah, let's sell this. Oh, let's put the space rock.
Announcement. There's no one in the camera room. This is your chance.
Oh, really? Iceland as well. I didn't know about that one. I guess it kind of makes sense. It's an island nation.
The expedition team have returned with something special. It's about time.
Okay, let's see. Is it a scarecrow? Yes. All right. Perfect. Sweet. So we got everything then. Everything that we needed from the new location. They have a 70% female native population. Wow. That's crazy. Okay, so they're... Yeah, I would just put that in there. So let's take this out. Put this there.
Gift shop requires restocking. There's nothing to buy.
Let's see. How would I want to do this?
Please excuse the exhibit that requires restoration.
Okay, so that analysis is complete. So let's put this other one in here.
Analysis complete. Our collective knowledge has increased.
Read an interesting study a few years ago that temperature may affect the gender of offspring in humans. Huh. Interesting. That's one of those things that, like, when you say it, it's not super surprising. I could totally see that, like, being a thing, you know? Okay. Sorry, I just need to check something real quick.
Attention. Guests feeling bored are reminded that they're not all that.
Okay. Sounds like something Aristotle would write. Maybe. Okay, hold on. Let's put these things.
Caring for plants is never easy, but we do make it look difficult.
Like how snakes are directly affected and rising temperatures may cause several species. Yes, okay, yeah, I have heard that. That, like, yes, definitely some animals are affected
Restoration required on exhibit.
by, changing
It's no
temperatures.
longer presentable. Thieves were caught before they could escape with an exhibit. That was a close one.
Okay, let's accept this. I'm gonna put it in a different spot. I'm gonna put it here. The level 5 decoration rating. Hold on.
Are in low spirits.
Let me put a new decoration thing here so that way we can actually get... Maybe just put, like... Can I put one of these, like... Ah, dang it. Okay, I'll just put one of these on the wall.
Mess on the floor. Robo janitor. Dryer on the fritz. Robo janitor. The robo janitor is designed
Alright.
to fix absolutely everything, with some major exceptions.
Okay.
Oh, robo janitor, what would we do without you?
Okay.
Yes, I suppose we would. Robo janitor, coming soon from Bungle Technologies.
This is such a large space for just these few things, and some of them are pretty small.
Analysis complete. Learn anything good?
Hmm. Oh yeah, I wanted to hire another security guard. So I just realized there's a security guard in here, but there's like no cameras. I don't have any cameras in some of these rooms. Because I didn't... I just put that there so that way I have it. Hold on. Let me actually... And
Attention. Guests feeling bored are reminded that they're not all that.
hold on, can I put... Yeah, because those aren't close enough.
Botany exhibits are living things, but some of ours are right on the edge.
I think that's good enough, actually. Let's put... And then... There we go. Oh, so let's just put one out here in the hallway, just so that way, in case anybody... Because they have to go through this area in order to get anywhere. And let's go ahead.
Donation stands are full of money and unable to hold more.
Hire you, and I'm going to give you immediately camera room. All right. Oh, okay.
Guests are stuck in the museum. Someone should probably help them.
Okay. Yeah, this room. God, this room's giving me. What if we just have it like that, maybe?
Attention. Botany exhibits need water to maintain their
You
ongoing
just
existence.
I gotta take it really quickly.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh wait, I never. Hold on. I haven't raised the price on anything in a while. Especially for oh yeah, for this stuff. For the space stuff. Time to check up the prices. Okay, and then space poster. Okay. And now we know we can get pretty good look.
Security are watching for your safety. Do you feel safe?
And then also along here, I want to put some benches. Or the space benches. Space bench. I guess it's just because they're blue and chrome. That makes them space themed. Because everything is chrome in the future.
Ricky Hawthorne on 2 Point Radio. Now for a spot of fun. I'm going to read some fan mail from you, the listener. Let's take a look here. Oh, that's a very nice drawing from Samantha, who is 65. Nice one, Sammy. And what's this? That's my power bill. What's that doing here? Join us next time for more electrifying postal
Maybe...
action.
Okay, hold on, wait, what if we...
That is a lot.
Okay, hold on. We do it this way. Put this like in the middle. And spread... And spread these ones out. I think, yeah, something along those lines. Maybe... Hold on, let's line this up a little bit.
Guests asking scientific questions will be given our best theories.
Oh, this is facing the wrong way. Say, is this one supposed to face? That way? Yeah, it is that way. It doesn't help that, like, the thing that, like, tells you, like, what good quality it is, like, or what's the front of it, is the same color as the display.
Assistant needed in the gift shop. The tat won't sell itself. Botany exhibits are living things, but some of ours are right on the edge.
Maybe spread it out, like, a little bit more? Okay.
You can lead a guest to a watery exhibit, but you must not let them drink.
Okay. Now that I feel like we got everything kind of, like, organized,
Restore exhibit. Thank you.
in terms of, like, layout, I think this is how what I'm gonna stick with. Oh, and let's put some information stands in here. And then some donation stands and information. Okay, so that's good, I think. Okay, so next,
Staff should seek medical attention in
let's
the
work
museum
on...
before going to a hospital.
Let's work on now what colors we want for, like, in the walls and the floors. That'll be our next thing. Okay, let's start with walls. It's gonna be a lot of, like, metallic. Oh, high-tech gray, maybe? Plain gray, marble white. Maybe the smart blue? Or the two-tone... Oh, maybe the two-tone green.
Unless you're a thief, you can keep going.
Maybe the two-tone green? For the frog?
Vandals caught vandalizing. We stopped them, obviously.
I think that works for, like, the frog. For, like, the frog stuff.
My recent
Oh, and then
trip
there's
to
a
the
star
Natural
one.
History Museum
The
was a
star wall we'll
sobering
put in
reminder
here.
that stranger things
Star
on
wall will
Earth
be in
these
here.
lands that could be imagined by you or I. And I've imagined some pretty strange things. I was struck by an elegant, terrifying giant that would vibrate
Okay,
his
then
jaw
let's...
to
Okay,
produce
floor.
a ringing sound from their singular, songular horn. The name escapes me, but I'll
Maybe
never
diamond
forget
green?
that mesmerizing creature.
Oh.
Whatever it
Golden mole.
was.
Oh, he's right there. See, there are more. Okay, the mole people are here. Look at that. He's right there. Excuse me, officer, right there, please.
Announcement. An exhibit needs restoring. Typical.
Okay. The other...
Attention. Thieves have been prevented from escaping. Phew.
I think... Where else? There's, like, cameras, so... I think that's okay. It's been a while since I've seen, like, the mole people.
Announcement. Our conservation standards are being
Okay.
inspected.
Anyway, so let's go back then. I hope that goes away soon. Maybe when I redo the floor it will. Anyway, what was I going to try? Oh yeah, the green tile. How does that look? Maybe a little too... That might be a bit too dark green. Don't want to do the grass floor. It's not really grass. What about smart green? Oh, there's a star floor too. Okay. Molted green? I think the green actually doesn't look
Medical attention. Thank you.
that bad. Yeah, let's do the molted green. I think that looks pretty good. Okay, so now the cheese room. The cheese room is like blue and yellow. The cream walls maybe work best here? Or the amber? Oh, this might actually... Oh god. Why did that... Did that wrap around the whole... Why did it wrap around the whole... That's weird. But anyway, I think this does actually go well with the cheese.
Guests are reminded that we are monitoring the exhibits. You just happen to be on camera.
Okay. So then let's go with the floor. Probably like a blue floor. Maybe the diamond blue? Or the dimpled blue? It's more gray than blue, I feel like. Ice crystal floor? No.
Announcement. Staff in need of medical attention.
Oh, what about this tile
Thank
blue?
you.
Ooh, actually, yeah, I think that looks better. Yeah. That does look better. I like that. It goes with the yellow of like all of the cheese stuff. Okay. Now in here, or no, wait, should we make this room be like the space? Actually, yes, we'll make this be the space floor and the space walls.
Guests waiting to buy a ticket are asked to bear with us indefinitely.
Okay. It's gonna be all space.
And again. If you need more cash and fewer
Okay.
questions, then you need Swindles. Other loan companies will have you
There we
jumping
go.
through hoops. But we're here to make
All
sure
right.
our sky-high
So there we
rates
go.
are in reach for everyone.
And then this
Swindles,
room,
it's so easy.
I
It's
want the
like
floor to be
you're
that. What was that?
robbing
Industrial?
us.
It was like smart. Oh, thank you, Pirate, for the positive event. It's a busload of children. I guess that's positive. We'll go with that. Okay, where is the... And then we'll do the factory... Or no, not the factory gray. What was it? Smart gray. There's like an industrial... Where was it? Oh, here it is. High-tech floor. Yeah. I think that works in here. High-tech floor, and then for wallpaper...
Attention. Botany exhibits need water to maintain
Oh yeah,
their
high-tech
ongoing
gray.
existence. Thank you.
It gives like good like spaceship vibes. Okay, and then there we go. And then, okay, for this hallway...
Do not worry about museum surveillance. There's a camera in here, and you don't hear me complaining.
What should we do for the hallway? Maybe the industrial gray? Oh, wait, does it? Oh, shoot. Hold on. Where's the star wallpaper? Okay. And the industrial...
Tickets are for sale at the ticket booth. Or
Where'd it go?
when someone starts working there.
Industrial gray. Mostly, yeah. All these can be industrial gray. All right, and then the floors. What if we made them factory gray? Ooh, yeah, I actually like that. That looks good. Industrial gray, a modernist dream paint. Oh yeah, no, in any other setting, I would hate this, but because we're going for like the space futuristic theme, it works. But no, nothing makes me more annoyed than like the whole trend of like, as they call, millennial gray, and how like nothing has like no color in it anymore. That reminds me, something I want to do on a stream in the future. This probably won't be till like next month maybe, but something I do want to do is I want to do a stream where we look at historic houses for sale on Zillow and see if they have been like, if they still look like, you know, they actually still look like old like historic houses, or if they've been just ruined by like, or like gutted and like made modern and stuff like that.
Guests should be thirsty for knowledge, not literally thirsty.
And just kind of like look through Zillow, go to different states and stuff like that, and just kind of see what we can find. I think that could be a fun stream. Okay, so I think we got the like theme of all these rooms down. Now we need to add decorations so we can get the buzz up.
Botany exhibits are living things, but some of ours are right
So let's see what all of these need. Cheese succulent decoration, cheese succulent decoration, cheese ore decoration, cheese succulent decoration, cheese succulent. Okay, a lot of cheese succulents for this one, which will hopefully make it easy. Cheese ore, cheese fountain. Where's the cheese succulent?
has been retrieved from thieves. No one takes our stuff.
Where's the cheese succulent? Oh, there it is. Okay. Cheese succulent. Put a cheese ore like here. Maybe another one like here. And then a cheese mining cart.
Assistant to restock gift shop. Please and
You put that there. And let's put some cheese on the walls.
announcement. Guests stuck in the museum should wait for help indefinitely.
There we go. Okay. So everything here should be max now? It is, sweet. Alright. Now for all the frog-born stuff. My mom's neighbor renovated their original family's hovel from the 12th century called Clocken. Clocken? I'm sorry if I pronounced that in beehive style, and hold a party in it every Christmas, even though it's tiny. That's cool. I mean, that's just awesome that in Europe you have stuff like that. Whereas, like, at least especially on the West Coast where I grew up, if there was a building that was like 100 years old, that was like crazy. That was seen as like it's like seen as like crazy if like something is 100 years old. All right, look at that. Looks like we're starting to actually make some money in here. We're back to making more of a profit again. Um, 12 people originally lived in it, even though according, and we can barely fit 7 or 8 in a few. Wow, that is crazy that many people used to live in that thing. All right, let's see. What do we need? Okay, lily pond pad, floating balls.
Announcement. There's no one in the camp.
Lily pad
This is your
planter. Lily pad pond. Water lily. Lily pad. Okay. So let's look. Okay, space. Okay, water lily. Lamp. Ooh, yeah, let's put that. There we go. It was hidden on their land, forgotten about for 3 generations, and they found it. All it needed was a new roof. And they just put straw and reeds down for floor and changed everything. That's crazy that they can be considered missing. I'm guessing it was just like covered in like, you know, like weeds and stuff like that, and like they just didn't notice the walls.
Questions will be given our best theories.
That's crazy. We can't put them on the internet because it's too identifiable. Okay. It was just in a field with the cows. Wow. That's crazy. And let's put...
Hi, I'm Hayley Von Trowell, and you're listening to Digging Deeper,
Oh, lily pad
the
planter.
show that delves into the world of archaeology, the unexplained, and minuscule museums.
Here, let's...
Today,
Aim
is
for
the
that, like
Earth
right...
really comprised of multiple layers?
Right here.
Well, according to Professor
We'll put another
Wobbly
one
Cray-Nipple,
here.
it's not. Cray-Nipple has reportedly spent months tapping the surface of Svalbard
Let's
with
see.
a teaspoon in a bid to
And then...
crack the Earth open and prove it's a giant chocolate egg.
Oh yeah,
So
the
far,
Froghorn
his
waterfalls.
findings have proved inconclusive, but the professor hopes to resume his experiment once he recovers from a bout of hypothermia that currently has him hallucinating he's a door handle called Pete, a theory that holds considerably more water than us living on a giant confectionery treat.
Oh, is everything good now? Oh, wait, do you guys just not have... Okay, you guys don't have enough decoration, apparently. Space.
Assistant to gift shop. Sell, sell, sell.
It's another froghorn thing that I can put. maybe just one of these life stations, actually. Or no, let's put... Actually, maybe let's put it there instead. There we go. Okay. Then let's put... I want to put some more benches. Hold on. Need to move these real quick.
Assistant needed to restock gift shop.
There we go. Okay, so these two rooms are done, I would say. Now let's do this room. This is okay, so let's see. Space given bollard. Space given generator. Life station. Space given star. Floating balls. Space probe.
Guests are feeling thirsty.
Space given
Please plan
bollard.
accordingly.
Space given star. Okay, so there's a few space given things. So let's start with those. Space given star. Put it there. And then space given rock. Is that one of the ones? I think it's still just kind of like put it near some of these rocks.
Gift shop requires an
And
assistant.
then
You work in retail now.
these are the ones that they needed. Space given bollard. It's so tiny. Okay, so that's that. The other thing I know, okay, so there was life station. Okay, hold on, let me...
Unauthorized time travel is not permitted today, tomorrow, or yesterday. Thank you.
really quick move that over. There we go.
And we're back.
Loading
Time now
balls
for another
and space
fascinating
probe.
tidbit of
Okay, so that's the other
information for
ones
your edification.
that I need.
Did you know? Today marks the 1-year anniversary of the opening of the
And
world's
space probe.
smallest museum, a red box containing the world's largest phone. It says here that the communication device
Okay,
is
so we still need
ancient.
more.
It can only be powered by feeding strange circular discs into it at regular intervals.
Yeah, see, it looks like we're
Museum
consistently making a
curator
profit
Reginald
now again, which is
Trickleworth
great.
eagerly
'Cause for a while we
proclaimed on
weren't.
the landmark anniversary that he's looking forward to welcoming the museum's first visitor in the near future. We'll be right back after this.
So many of these I forgot to look at. All right. Let's see. Not making a profit, that makes you a real museum. Honestly, fair. Yeah, I mean, so many museums would kill to have like this much like reserve, this much of a buffer.
Museum security are operating in this area. It's a bit tense, isn't it?
Okay. And then let's put, what other space stuff can we put? Oh yeah, model planets. That would be good.
Assistant needed in the gift shop. The tat won't sell itself.
Oh yeah, let's do the known universe map. Let's see. I hate to think about how much history has been lost to private collectors and hidden from. Oh yeah, no, I think about that all the time. And it's not just like, I'm not talking about just like art pieces. I'm also thinking about just like knowledge in terms of like historical documents, stuff like that, because that's become a thing where
This should be thirsty for knowledge.
um
Literally thirsty.
people are like constantly, like rich people now are like buying like historical documents that belong to like historical figures and stuff like that when they go on sale. And I hate to think just how much historical information has been lost or is just unknown because of that. The one that, and this is a very dark subject, so I hate to, kind of bring this up, but the immediate example that comes to mind is unfortunately there are a lot of collectors of Nazi memorabilia, and people have bought like diaries and book and like stuff like that and personal documents of like famous Nazi leaders and are just keeping it for themselves when that information can be like
Yes, I'm reminded.
incredibly historically important to,
You just happen to be on
just
camera.
for a variety of reasons I don't even think I even need to explain. And it's just crazy of like how they're basically hiding all of that information and keeping it from the public. I had a friend
Expert required to restore exhibit.
who
Expert.
she was working on her PhD, and in the meantime she was
Announcement. Our collection of prehistory exhibits is being
let's see.
inspected.
I knew somebody who had a skin wallet and a copy of a book in human skin leather in their family home because no museum would take it in Germany. Yeah, and I think if they tried to donate it nowadays, it would probably be taken. Maybe not in Germany, but like if there's like maybe like a Holocaust memorial museum or like some sort of museum like that, they might be interested in that. Also, there are examples of like where people say they do have something like that that's like found in like human skin, but a lot of times they'll do like tests on it and it turns out it's not. It's just like it's not human skin. So that's also a possibility, but yeah, it's anyway, like I was saying before, I had a friend who was working on her PhD, and while she was working on her PhD, she through her like university, they had like a deal with like an auction house, and she was doing work for like an art like auction house. And she said while like working there that she never she like came out of it like thinking that like she never wanted to work for an auction house ever again because you're seeing part of it, and part of it was because you were just constantly seeing all of this like amazing like historically like valuable stuff going into the hands of like private collectors and stuff like that. And also there's just so much sketchiness in auction houses of where they, like get their artifacts and where they get it. There's not enough like provenance done a lot of the time, provenance research done a lot of the times, and things just constantly like get things that were like looted or illegally taken or stolen out of countries end up there. It's just it's all very messed up, and I don't want I don't want to go near anywhere near that kind of industry. A lot of holograms, life station. We'll put some life stations on the walls.
Museum security are operating in this area. It's a bit tense, isn't
Okay,
it?
so this is our last room, and then once we get this room done and decorated, I think we'll be done for today. Let's see. What are we gonna... Okay, so there was probes, holograms, life stations. We'll also probably put on some button wall displays as well.
We would sell more tickets if someone worked in the ticket booth. Sadly, I can't.
Okay, so we got those. Let's put those there. My granddad, when he was alive, told me about the lack of respect of native culture when he was in the army just after Second World War. Some units basically open looting. Yes, that was, very common during World War II. And it's why you see a lot of like descendants nowadays when they're like going through their like grandparents' stuff. A lot of times they'll return stuff because they realize that, oh, that's where it came from. That's how they got it. All right, and then so we got all those. Got all those. Thankfully, because all this stuff is super close, we don't really have to do that much.
Are watching for your safety. Do you feel safe?
Oh, the floating balls, I think, was the other one that we needed.
Announcement. Vandal caught in the act. What a bad guest.
Okay, hold on. What's this one? Okay, so let's put some more life stations and stuff along the walls.
Tickets are for sale at the ticket booth, or they will be when someone starts working.
There we go. Get some buttons. Buttons. Let's see, so how's everything else look now? Okay, wait. Okay, this one. Near a button wall display. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen for this one. I'm not going to move it. And that's not going to happen for this one either, because I think I'm just going to have to deal with it, because they're not going to have a super high buzz.
I'm on the radio.
Okay, this just needs a little bit.
What you found, Natalie?
Sure. I was in my back garden for me kids' party. We'd just done pulling crackers when I looked down, and what do I see? A golden crown. It was so ancient it almost felt like it was made of...
Paper?
Yeah.
Was it perhaps lying next to a tiny pack of playing cards and
We found a Luger
How did you know?
PO8 in a family friend's house after he died.
Right back.
That was still loaded. Jeez, must have been in his house for decades. Had to get the firearms police to come out to get it because guns are highly illegal here. Wow. That is true. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, because it's the UK. The gun laws are different when you find stuff like that. Okay. So, I think, I mean, obviously, we can't get those. Everything else. Those are at max, those are at max. Oh, what's this one? Basic even generator. This one.
Staff should seek medical attention in the museum before going to a hospital.
Okay. All right. Okay. One other thing I want to do. A few decorations in the hallway here, so there's like something. then maybe a few wall displays.
Guests are reminded that science makes conclusions based on observations. It really does make sense.
Put some stuff on the walls here. The wall tube light's not gonna fit there. Oh, and what if I put the planet decal in front of each of the doors?
Announcement. Staff in need of medical attention. Thank you.
One there, and one there. So we have something on the floor, and then one there. All right. I'm pretty proud of that. Only other thing I'll do real quick, so that way we get a little bit more money here. So I want to set up a tour stand here.
Announcement. We're currently not taking donations. Not as many as we could. Donation stands are full.
Oh, wait, hold on. That one, and that one, and that one. Perfect. Okay. So we just have a tour that we can just do here. Get a little bit more money. My granddad had his Vickers machine gun from his army days just in the shed. Since he finished service, they gave it to him when he left. Had to have that collected as well. Wow.
Gift shop requires an assistant. You work in retail now.
I can imagine that. I mean, just considering how many people served in the war and just how many people, probably got those, how many there are probably still out there. Just in people's, like you said, people's sheds, people's garages, attics, who knows where. Oh, wow, I am, look at this. Okay, so I think we're going to call it here. Partially because I'm hungry and I need to have dinner, but also because we finished our space museum. I'm very happy with how it turned out. I think this looks really good. I like all the different themed rooms that we have here. Yeah, I think this worked out really, really well. Yeah.
Von Trowell, and you've been listening to Digging Deeper. Thanks for sticking with me.
Yeah, look at this. This has all come along really good. We have our natural history section, our science section, our ghost section, our aquarium section, and now our space section. The NASA section. That's good. That's a good way to say it. So with that, normally that would actually technically be the end of it, because we've gotten pretty much everything that we can get. Minus, okay, there are still a few small things that we have to do, which I'll do at a different date, where extra things from locations for this map, and I think this map, because there are technically a few things that we haven't gotten, because they need to be used, but we have 2 more small plots here. And we actually have two small sections, other sections left. We have the Scorched Earth, which is the fantasy section, and the Digiverse, which is the kind of like digital section. These two sections are DLC, which I do want to actually get. So I'm gonna have to get that at a later date because I haven't gotten that yet. But when I do, we'll move on to those and we'll put those in our museum, and we'll check out the DLC for that. I think it might be on sale right now. I'll have to double check that, but yeah. So that's gonna do it for today. Like I said, I'm very happy with what we were able to do here. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's head back to the office here. All right. So yeah, that's gonna do it for today, folks. So if you're new here, I am not a professor, but you can call me Nap. I stream normally I stream every Sunday and Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which means that yes, our next stream is going to be tomorrow. So come back here if you want to check that out, and also follow so that way you know when I go live next. Because on top of those normal stream times, I also do streams like this where I stream just kind of whenever I feel like it or have free time to play games like this. Tomorrow's stream is we're going to be continuing what we did on Wednesday, which is we're going to be looking for and reading more ghost stories from old newspapers, from like 100-year-old newspapers. I had a lot of fun doing that last stream, and I hope to see you guys there for that tomorrow. I don't know what state we're going to do yet. I'm going to figure that out. It's probably tonight, and find a few so that way we have something to start with. And yeah, also I have a YouTube channel linked down below where I have some shorts of some stuff that I've or some shorts made on some streams that we've done in the past and some of the things we found in our streams. Also I have a Twitter as well if you want to follow that, so that way you can see updates on when streams are happening and stuff like that. And yeah, so with that, let's go ahead and let's find somebody to raid. Okay. Let's see. Let's go ahead. Let's raid somebody else who's playing 2 Point Museum. We're gonna raid this person because they're also playing 2 Point Museum. All right. So let's go ahead and let's get this raid started. All right. Let me go ahead and get raid message going. And go ahead and get this message going for subscribers. And then this one will be for followers. All right. So that's going to do it for today, folks. Thank you guys so much for being here. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day or night wherever you are. Great rest of your weekend. And yeah, like I said, next stream tomorrow will be at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll be continuing our Halloween themed of looking at cool old newspapers. And I hope to see you guys there. But until then, hope you have a great rest of your day, everybody. All right, have a good one. Take care.